This is TomoNews for Wednesday, December 27th.
Abuse of power? United Airlines is once again embroiled in controversy after a passenger complained that she was booted from her first-class seat to make room for a Texas lawmaker. On December 18th, Jean Marie Simon was in Houston, waiting to board the last leg of her round-trip DC to Washington flight. Simon bought first-class tickets and was supposed to be in seat 1A, but the gate agent who scanned her ticket found that it wasn't in the system and asked her if she had canceled her flight. Her seat had apparently been taken, and she was given a $500 voucher and reseated in Economy Plus. Simon soon found out her seat had ultimately been given to U.S. Rep. Sheila Jackson Lee, a Houston Democrat. Another congressman on the flight also told her Jackson Lee made the habit of bumping passengers off flights, and it was the third time he'd personally seen her do it. Simon also says a flight attendant approached her after she snapped a photo of Jackson Lee and threatened to have her removed if she caused problems. Responding to the incident, Jackson Lee claimed she never asked for special treatment, before then saying Simon may have easily targeted her as an African-American woman. Simon flatly denies the racism accusation. She has since written the United CEO of her ordeal, but has only received an apology from a resolution manager. The 63-year-old private school teacher has yet to receive a formal apology from the company.
Argentina's shame. Blistering summer heat, horrid poverty, and begging in the street all led a girl, probably no older than 3, to drink water from a puddle in Posadas, Argentina, earlier this month. This image of those horrible circumstances went viral and brought international shame, outrage, and criticism towards Argentina. It was photographed by a local journalist who had stopped at a nearby traffic light, and was then shared with others in Posadas, including UNICEF aid worker Miguel Rios, who eventually posted it to Facebook. In a text accompanying the image, he wrote, "While the country is on fire, this little Guarani girl is drinking from the ground. We are doing something wrong as a society, right?" Reportedly, the girl is from the Via Guarani community. They're one of Argentina's many indigenous peoples. According to reports, journalists in the area banded together and got some water for the kids. Rios also said that the girl in the photo was seen by medical staff afterwards. Argentina, a southern hemisphere country, itself is currently in the height of its summer. It's also currently embroiled in mass protests over controversial social reforms. Both the World Bank and CIA data list Argentina as one of the most unequal countries on the planet. Reportedly, Mia kids are sent by families into Posadas to beg for money. Reportedly, they do receive some government assistance and are often taken back home, but usually return shortly after. Apparently, that's because the families earn more from begging than they can in their villages. Fake cop shows student the hard way. A man in Southeast China who claims to be a cop was recently caught in public harassing a student for damaging his vehicle. The incident took place on December 19th in SHAOGUAN, Guangdong Province. The unnamed man, who claimed to be a cop, was seen harassing a student and introducing him to the pavement for throwing rocks at his vehicle. The student was forced to apologize to the man in public and punish himself. The fake cop was later arrested by actual police. Turns out he was just a security guard.
Straight best friends get married to avoid taxman. When you know, you just know. 2 straight best friends decided to get hitched in Dublin in order to avoid paying around $60,000 in inheritance tax. Ah, true love. Best pals 83 years young Matt Murphy and 58-year-old Michael O'Sullivan decided to keep things simple with a small ceremony. Murphy had planned to give his house to his best friend, but was surprised to find out how much the inheritance tax would be. The two have been bros for over 30 years. O'Sullivan currently crashes at Murphy's place and acts as his caregiver. After a friend jokingly said that they should think about marriage, O'Sullivan and Murphy had their eureka moment and decided to take the plunge. Love is in the air.
Elon Musks SpaceX rocket launch freaks California out. SpaceX launched the Falcon 9 rocket last Friday from California's Vandenberg Air Force Base, but not everyone watching knew what they were looking at. After the launch, social media was flooded with photos and video, with some speculating that the strange phenomenon might be from a UFO. Even the CEO himself poked fun at the situation. According to space and astronomy news site space.com, the rocket was carrying 10 Iridium Next communication satellite into orbit. The launch was SpaceX's 18th and final mission of 2017. The impressive 18 successful launches became a new record for SpaceX, as it had never pulled off more than 8 successful orbital launches in a single year.
Oh my gosh, people are gonna flip out.
Look at the AC aspire.